Well, a fine good afternoon, everyone. This is Patricia and I are traveling for history. I'm here in Colchester, Vermont today, and I'm at Fort Ethan Allen, known as the fort locally. In fact, if I were to pan and turn around even, you would see the buildings of Fort Ethan Allen. But I'm not here for the fort specifically. I'm here for this area right here. This, what looks like a barren field. Now, pre-pandemic, it's highly likely that if you were driving on Route 15, which is that road over there, where you see the cars, and let me get a little closer, those cars are traveling on 15. But, so it's likely if you were driving on Route 15 that you would have seen young people playing American football, soccer, maybe even rugby out here. In fact, we can see a goalpost right here, and there's another one right over here near the bandstand. But there's a hidden history to this place. I'm going to go ahead and cross the street so we can have a better view of the grass here. There's a hidden history to this area, and I do wonder, for those who've played American football, soccer, and rugby out here, if they thought about this at all. Now, when this was Fort Ethan Allen, this would have been the drill field. Makes sense, doesn't it? Nice big area like this. That it was also used as the parade grounds, which also makes sense. I mean, as I said, there's a bandstand right over here. But this was something else entirely. And let me tell you about that. This was the Ethan Allen Army Airfield. It's a former United States Army airfield here at Fort Ethan Allen, Vermont, and it was used for observation aircraft between World War I and World War II. Army observation planes began using a field at Fort Ethan Allen in the early 1920s. It was used primarily for artillery spotting by the 7th Field Artillery Regiment during training exercises. The Army used new Consolidated PT-1 trainers and probably World War I Curtiss JN-4 and JN-6 Jennies for artillery spotting activities. In 1927, a flood hit the Burlington, Vermont area, and the aircraft of the field were used to search for missing people lost in the area and for aerial reconnaissance of the flooded areas, as the areas affected had flooded roads leading to them. The airfield was closed by the Army about 1940, along with the gradual inactivation of Fort Ethan Allen. The airfield returned to its original use as a drill field for Vermont National Guardsmen who used the fort after World War II, prior to its transfer to the U.S. Air Force in 1947 and its subsequent sale to the University of Vermont in 1964. The Air Force used Fort Ethan Allen primarily for personnel housing and base station facilities supporting Ethan Allen Air Force Base, which was co-located with Burlington Airport. Vermont Army National Guard troops trained at the fort, and the old grass airfield is used occasionally by Army aviation in the form of Army National Guard helicopters. How cool is that? How cool is that? Holy cow. I don't really see a point of walking much of this grassy field. I will show you, though, this photograph. How ironic, an airplane going overhead, and an Air Force jet going overhead. Oh, another one. Hang on. All right, there's another jet coming through, another Army jet. Anyway, Air Force jet, excuse me. But what I'm going to show you is the picture of the airfield, the Ethan Allen Army Airfield. That is a mouthful, by the way. A photograph from August 12, 1924. I apologize for the purplish pink tone. That's actually my my ink cartridge and not a trick of the camera. I'll see about having a picture of that on my in my pictures. So let's take a bit of a walk of this former airfield. But oh my gosh, how fantastic is this? I'm pretty sure there's a book on this topic too. I don't know the title. It's one of the few local history books I do not own. I should probably do something about that sooner rather than later. But let's just take a walk. Need to be watching for dog poo. It's a good place for dogs to run loose, do their business, and not have it picked up. But so can we imagine airplanes coming in to land? There wouldn't have been trees here, I can't imagine. Though they do look fairly substantial. But imagine them coming in, landing, practicing that here so they could do the reconnaissance work overseas during war. That is amazing. It truly is. A hidden bit of history right here. Don't know about you, but I love that. Let's take a little bit of walk here, heading towards goalposts. We can see this is Officers Row here at the fort. The barracks are behind Officers Row. The officers got the good view. Although I don't know about you, but I actually like looking at buildings. Especially roofs of buildings. I like seeing those parts that most people don't see. If I'm not mistaken, there's usually an annual walking tour the fort offered one day of the year. I don't know what day that is. But my best guess is there was nothing in 2020 and perhaps nothing in 2021 either. I've never been on the tour though. I heard it's very good. A friend took it. Told me you should have been here. Should have called me. Anyway, I really see nothing. I mean, this is 100 years ago now, 1920s. Hard to think that 2021 makes it 100 years ago, but it does. Anyhow, this is Patricia. I am traveling for history. And until I see you again, you have a great day. Bye.